Coach Creighton, we'll have you make an opening statement.
Well, I've said, I think my 19th year of being a head football coach at the college level, that there are a lot of different statistics that you can look at, and they're all meaningful. But I've said for 19 years, every week, that special teams and turnovers, win and lose your football games, and those are the two that I just, believe in. Unfortunately, today we got beat in those two areas. We turned the ball over 4 times, and I just talked to our football team, and Brogan doesn't want the ball to slip out of his hands. There's decisions that could have been made better. I don't think Amos wanted to drop the ball, but when you do, you end up losing. And then our special teams, which have been really, really good for us for most of the year. We've had some times where they haven't been up to snuff, but just weren't able to get it done in the special teams area as well. So, there's a lot to a football game that lasts for 3.5 hours, but I believe the special teams and turnovers what got us tonight. It's hard, because we went into this game like we've gone into every game, fully believing that we were going to come out and play our best football and be victorious. Our guys have heart, and the more you put into something, the harder it is, the more disappointed you are. But there's no other way to play the game, and there's no other way to live life, and so we will continue to fight, believe, and to get better. We don't have anywhere else to go but getting better. There's no other choice. We're not good enough to overcome mistakes and whatnot, so we got to get better, and that starts with me. I got to get better, and our team's got to get better. And we'll take that challenge on. Happy to take any questions.
Sure. Talk about Reggie Bell. He came out there for one series in the first half, got 11 yards. Looked like he might have been limping off. What's his situation right now?
Yeah, just exactly what you said. I haven't talked to him, but saw him, limping a little bit. He's just not completely back and whatnot, but it was a good run.
Can you talk about what your message was to the team at halftime, and then if this was your call, what was the reasoning behind the squib kick to start the second half?
Yeah, so my message to our team was we're losing the turnover battle 1-0. That was the halftime message, to be honest with you. And I said that, we're going to win the football game. Our offense and defensive coaches made adjustments. I don't know if you remember the LSU squib kick against us, where it was a soft squib down the middle. And, I think they ended up tackling us, just at or inside the 30-yard line. They've got a very dangerous returner. He took one back on us last year. He's a great player. He's had monster returns this year. We weren't covering the kick as well as we wanted, so wanted to squib it.
Talk about after that third quarter where it was after the squib kick, short drive for a touchdown, and then 2 turnovers which resulted in touchdowns. Just talk about where the game plan was at that point.
Yeah, the third quarter was a disaster for the very reasons that I was talking about. You just can't turn the ball over. There's very little wind. We're talking about it and thinking about it, for the last couple days, and it was supposed to be gusts up to whatever. And the wind first affects special teams, and then potentially in offense. And so the little bit of a win that we had, we wanted it in the fourth quarter to kick a game-winning field goal. And I also like looking at the scoreboard in the fourth quarter if you're having to deal with the clock. The squib didn't go great, and a couple plays later they're in the end zone, then we turn the ball over. Just can't do it. We're not good enough right now to overcome those kind of mistakes.
Coach, you guys came out and, were first on the board, and then offense seemed to stall a little bit. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we were really on to something. you know, in that first series, that the second time that we scored, it looked very similar. You know, and so there's, you know, offensively, you can go to a well too many times. You know, there's a lot of ways of doing it. You can run a play until they stop it, and you can also, you know, not want to run it out, so to speak. That was also part of the halftime message, was that, you know, with the offense, I told them before our offensive staff got in there that we were going to continue to find, you know, those plays and those series that we're going to go right down the field and score. So it was a great start, and we're not able to match it soon enough after that first series.
You guys seem to move the ball pretty well though there in that first half though. You know, you actually outgained them.
Yeah. I mean, we were down 1-0 at half at turnovers, right? I mean, and I don't know how many half an inch away from a touchdown pass, the play before we throw the interception. So yeah, the halftime stats, we're winning the game other than the turnover ratio. And then, you know, the third quarter is when I think all three of the four happened potentially in that third quarter.
Anything else for Coach Creighton? Thank you.